my sensational sinners. Welcome to Sin Nation. I hope you guys have been staying out of trouble. Well, as for me, you know what they say. What's life without a little sin? Please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and become a sensational sinner. Today, we are going to be discussing one of the biggest sinners of them all, and she committed the ultimate sin, and we have discussed her on this channel. Today, we're going to be discussing the case of Mackenzie Shirilla. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this case. Netflix did a documentary that came out this year. It was called The Crash, so definitely check that out. And Mackenzie Shirilla was involved in a car accident where she was the driver. She claimed that it was an accident, but she took the lives of her boyfriend Dominic and their friend Javion. So rest in peace to Dominic and Javion. But she claimed it was an accident, but after a thorough investigation, she was found guilty, and the crash was on purpose. So this time around, I've covered her jail calls. I've covered her and Dominic's text messages, which were very interesting and juicy. So I'll get back covering those shortly. But right now, I'm going to be covering the body cam footage of the date of the crash, and I'm guessing this is when, her family found out about the car accident. And for me, her parents are like total idiots, in my personal opinion. But this is my first time watching this video. This video comes from a YouTube channel called Dr. Insanity. So shout out to the channel for the content. This is a reaction video. So I'm going to be pausing, giving my opinion, stopping, giving my opinion. So just know that's the definition of a reaction video. So that's what you guys are going to get. But let's stop talking. Let me stop rambling. Let's get into it right now.
Hey, what did they tell you?
So those are Mackenzie's parents right there. The dad is sitting down, and I believe that is the mother in the shirts.
Okay.
Red shirt.
She was life flighted here. Yeah.
This is Natalie and Shirilla, the parents of Mackenzie Shirilla. Just hours earlier, they were informed their daughter was involved in a devastating car accident and that she was
See, I didn't even know they were going to do this. I haven't seen this video.
transported by helicopter to the nearest hospital. However, what they're about to hear from this officer would change the course of their and Mackenzie's life forever.
Okay. No.
See, I had no idea that Mackenzie was airlifted from the accident. I had no idea.
You want to sit down? Let me say this. There's progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Wow.
Who died?
Mackenzie's boyfriend, Dom Russo, as well as their friend Davion, were pronounced dead after the crash, making Mackenzie the suspect of a potential double murder.
And the nerve of her to look right in the camera and cry. Such an actress.
However, police had their doubts. Most assumed that this was simply the result of an innocent mistake on Mackenzie's behalf. But as the investigation would progress, dark and disturbing secret.
Oh, and then also, guys, I forgot to mention, on this channel, when we react, we drink wine. Well, I drink wine. Y'all can drink what y'all want. Y'all can drink y'all Coke, y'all water. Listen, yo gin, yo whatever you got. Okay, so that's what we do when we're reacting. Okay, we enjoy it.
Reveal this was clearly much more than just an accident.
Dom, if you do not open...
To be honest, I got to drink dealing with what's going on in this world, honey.
You think I'm joking?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
Oh, I like the intro, and see, I didn't know we were gonna do the disclaimer and everything, but yeah, Dr. Insanity. The relationship between Mackenzie and Dominic was very toxic. I read the text messages. It was crazy. Check out that video on my channel.
17-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla, her 20-year-old boyfriend Dominic, and their friend Davion are on their way to a high school party. With Mackenzie's 18th birthday in just 2 days, the group has decided to go out and celebrate.
Wow.
But what seems like a normal night out will in a few hours turn into one of Ohio's most disturbing mysteries. At around 2 a.m., Mackenzie and Dominic are seen smoking at the party. And at one point, Mackenzie reportedly offers the host of the party psychedelic mushrooms. This was unlike Mackenzie, as her friends had never seen her use a substance before, let alone pass them around.
Wow.
At 3:30 a.m., the group leaves the party and drives to another friend's place across town. There, they hang out for a little over an hour watching South Park. By 5 a.m., Mackenzie decided it was time to go home. Strangely, she asked to drive instead of Dominic. This was unusual, but
Right.
Dominic agreed. Additionally, when Davion asked for a ride, Mackenzie refused to let him in the car. After an argument, Dominic convinced her to take Davion home. All three of them would get in the car.
I didn't even know that. Oh my God. So Davion wanted to drive in the car and Mackenzie told him no. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my God. I bet Davion's parents was like, I wish he didn't ask for that ride home. I wish when she said no the first time, he'd have been like, okay, cool. Wow. He had no idea what was in store for him. And to be honest, I'm surprised she even told him no. I'm surprised she had like, the more the merrier. Come on. Can kill us all. That's crazy. And I didn't know it was 2 days away from her 18th birthday.
Killing their own fate. At the intersection between Pearl and Progress Drive, CCTV spots the car making a turn off course from Davion's house. Instead of driving along Pearl Drive, the car turns onto Progress Drive, a road that ends abruptly.
I didn't know that either. So I'm thinking, because I know they discussed how she perfectly turned. She had her blinker on and everything. So how can you go from a perfect turn to like less than a few minutes, you just ran into a wall? So she even went the opposite way that she was even supposed to go. Then she was even at the crash site multiple times before the actual crash. They said she was pretty much scoping out to see where she would do it at. So, oh my God. So this girl turned off and wasn't even going towards the house.
With a brick wall. CCTV would spot the car rapidly start accelerating, going from a calm 30 to over 90 miles per hour. In the very last seconds, an intense turn would take place, leading the car to narrowly avoid slamming into a tree. But it would be too late, and the car would speed into the brick wall.
Oh my gosh.
The crashed car would remain undiscovered for 45 minutes, until 6:15 a.m. when a passerby on a motorcycle would discover the destroyed vehicle.
That's crazy.
About 10 minutes later, law enforcement would arrive, and through their body cams, we can witness the horrific discovery they would make.
He's running.
No one's breathing. Bust the window out. Alright.
Wow. What's that noise? Sound like gunshots.
Hey.
Ooh.
She's alive.
Did you hear that? That man said, holy shit. And he said it is bad. Oh my God. For an officer to say that, and I know he see crime every day.
Gotta get her out here. Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out.
Wow.
I don't feel anything. I don't feel a pulse. She's breathing. It's her stomach. Her stomach's cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got two that are gone.
Yeah. They knew they were gone.
Jesus Christ. This is the worst I've ever seen.
Oh my.
How old is Dominic Caruso?
That's the motor.
17? 19? Rest in peace, buddy.
Wow.
Inside the car, officers quickly confirmed two victims as deceased. 20-year-old Dominic in the front passenger seat and 19-year-old Davion in the back. But one person has survived. The driver, Mackenzie Shirilla. As medics and firefighters rush to tend to the victims, investigators begin trying to understand how such a devastating crash could have happened. That's when they start uncovering alarming details.
It looks like they even went off the road up there.
They did.
But I mean, if you're hitting a building that hard, I just can't believe all the people that work up here that are up here all night long, no one heard.
They're in factory type setting.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
And it's dark over there.
that's insane though. Once they get her out, I'll go over to this building because I think there's a camera on the front of that building.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's working, but I can always ask.
As authorities work to save Mackenzie, the man who initially called 911 to report the incident arrives on the scene to give his side of the story.
Appreciate you giving us a call.
Yeah. Someone in it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's a bummer. I didn't want to get stuck, and I'm like, I ain't fucking.
Okay, first off, don't be getting smart with that man. That man said someone in there. He's talking about obviously. Listen, officer, I called and helped you out. Don't be smart now. I would have thought that was kind of smart. What you mean by obviously? He don't know if they had people in the car or not. They could have fled the scene.
Going on.
right. No, I appreciate you giving us a call. Absolutely appreciate it.
They fucking were hitting it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously. Because I saw that front end.
They definitely hit it hard. So.
Wow.
Right.
All right, well, what a way to start your Sunday. I guess better than theirs, huh?
Right. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Officers would file the crash as an accident, stating that the driver appeared to have attempted to steer off course but was unable to regain control. Mackenzie was diagnosed with a condition known as POTS, which can cause dizziness and fainting, something officers believed may have contributed to the crash. The presumption was that a combination of Mackenzie's medical condition and drug use had likely led to the tragic crash. However, one detail worried officers. There were no signs of braking anywhere.
Exactly.
And officers would soon begin to discover why.
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him.
She was scared that she was going to make him crash the day before the actual crash.
So I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car in the middle of it.
As police continue gathering evidence from the crash site, one officer heads to the hospital to speak with Mackenzie's parents. At this point, all they know is that their daughter was in a serious accident.
Oh, God. Babe, what'd they tell you?
No, she just
Okay, she was life flighted here.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
Okay. No. You want to sit down?
Look at her face. Was she alone? Who else was with her?
Let me say this. There's a progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Wow.
Who died?
I don't know whether, because one that we don't know, his name's Jacob. Does anyone know a Jacob?
Dom?
No, stop. Let him talk.
Guys,
God doggy. Whew. She a firecracker hollering at him talking about stop, let him talk. Okay.
we've been dealing with this. Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to her. Okay? Your daughter's alive. Okay? Your daughter's alive. She was driving. Okay?
Who's that? Jacob and who?
I think, what's the name you said?
Dom.
Might be.
Oh my God. Stop.
What's his relation to you? Okay. Yeah, the Dom was in the car.
Are you kidding me?
It's right now. It's an ongoing investigation. Speed is definitely a factor.
Right.
So are drugs.
Dom is dead. Dom is.
Don't ignore what that man just said. Speed is a factor in drugs. So.
Is that what you're saying to me? Look at me. Is that what Dom just said?
Always wait for me to say anything right now, man. This is a serious situation.
Forget that it's two dead. She worried about Dom. It's crazy to me. It was 2 people that died, not just Dominic.
Dom was perfect. It's the same Dom. Maybe it's a different Dom. It could be a different Dom. Might be a different Dom.
You know it's not no dang on different Dom.
No, I will. We're gonna keep it that way for. Okay, she's getting worked on now. Okay. Full transparency here. There's drugs in the car. She had a bag of mushrooms on her and a scale. Full transparency, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ripping the band-aid. Okay. Drugs in the car.
Awake, but not awake, so she was not.
In and out of consciousness. Get it fully extracted from the vehicle. IFD. I know she has a severe leg injury. But like I said, she was speaking, and she had her seatbelt on.
Mackenzie was the only one in the car wearing a seatbelt, which was why she was the sole survivor. If
She made sure she was the only one wearing a seatbelt too.
pension had been died, it's unlikely she would have taken that precaution. This detail would later become important to the investigation.
Yeah, that probably saved her life. 100% saved her life.
She had a seatbelt on. Oh.
Wow.
I don't believe the others did.
Mackenzie's parents would take the news relatively well, relieved their daughter had survived. But
and I believe that. I believe that because their daughter survived, they took the news crying, but it seemed like it didn't take long for them to be like, okay.
Faced a much harder task, telling Dominic's parents. Remember, at this point, they didn't even know their son had been in an accident, let alone that he had passed away.
Trying to be the worst feelings ever. A parent's nightmare.
Hey, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah. Hey, there was an incident that we believe Dominic may be involved.
Wow.
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Sit down. Sit down.
Oh, my God.
Try to take a seat. So,
You don't know what happened there?
no, we don't. Right now, what we do know 100% is somebody called it in, somebody passing by at around 6:15, 6:30.
Called in, what, the car was dispatched somewhere?
Yeah, so what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road. They went...
Right here in Strongsville?
Yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right on Alameda, right where Progress ends, that's dead ends right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front and then they hit the building.
Did they fall asleep at the wheel or something?
Don't know.
We don't know that.
So 2 kids are dead, my son's dead, another kid's dead,
Go
and the
ahead.
girl's in the hospital?
She's in surgery right now.
Okay, they were showing Davion's picture. Let me go up here and move myself.
Oh my God, huh, Chris?
I mean, another family member or a friend or anybody that you might want us to call on your behalf?
No, this is a fucking nightmare. Hey, somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15 and
6:15, 6:30, yeah.
When they came upon it, passing it by.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The dad is taking it, I wouldn't say, because I know inside he's probably like, but he's taking it pretty well compared to how the mother took it. But I see he has his cigarette. He's stressed out, trying to calm his nerve, probably being strong for the mom.
She was in her car?
It was in Mackenzie's car, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is she naked or you guys don't know?
Right now we don't know. She's in surgery right now, so we don't know.
What a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
3 weeks would pass, time that Mackenzie would spend in the hospital recovering. Her condition would improve significantly, eventually allowing her to leave and return to her normal life. The community mourned the tragic loss of Dominic and Davion and expressed sympathy for Mackenzie, who had just gone through the trauma of losing both her boyfriend and a close friend. But soon, strange things about Mackenzie would start.
When everybody knows me, not from popularity, but from my horrible reputation.
Surface. In the weeks that followed, it seems Mackenzie thought everyone concluded the crash as a tragic accident and nothing further. Mackenzie would never attend Dominic or Davion's funerals. On social media, she would brag about her drug use, claiming
I'm just one of those girls that can do a lot of drugs and not die. Wow. And she think that's something to brag on. Google Mackenzie Shirilla. That's so stupid.
Quote, do more drugs than anyone and still live. And then, on October 31st, 2022, Mackenzie would go to her first party since the crash, and her costume for the night would be a detailed corpse with fake blood smeared across her mouth. Mackenzie's parents even went public to defend her outfit, saying she, quote, deserved to have some fun after the accident. There also appeared to be a mysterious source of income. Mackenzie was spending thousands of undocumented dollars on designer clothing, and she wasn't hiding it either, openly bragging about it online. But lucky for Mackenzie...
Now what the parents had to say about that? They done said, okay, she can have fun dressing as a corpse. What did they say about that money? Where did she get that money from?
Strange behavior still wasn't enough for police to launch a full investigation. However, that would all change when Dominic's family came to the police with a video taken from Dominic's phone. A clip recorded just 10 days before the crash, one that would change everything. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about the best earbuds I've ever used. If you're like me, then you know and active noise can...
We don't care about the ad, sorry.
At this point, officers already had a growing list of suspicions about Mackenzie, but it would be one video submitted by Dominic's parents and filmed by Dominic himself just 10 days before the crash that would turn the entire case on its head.
Wow.
Dom, if you do not open, you think I'm joking. Like, I'm dead ass. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
This was a short snippet from a 15-minute video where Mackenzie clearly and continuously threatens Dominic. But this wasn't all. Dominic's family would show even more disturbing material, including text messages confirming she had threatened to kill Dom.
Oh my gosh. Kenzie, you effing tripping is all I'ma say. You threaten to end my life all the time? Oh wow. See? That's a red flag. That's why you got to talk to your kids. You have somebody that's threatening to kill them all the time and you still stick around, you're still around this person, believe them. That's scary.
This was enough for officers to reopen the case.
Wow.
Now investigating it as a planned double homicide.
At this point, this is a homicide investigation. And so we are trying to show that she intentionally drove the car into the wall.
And this is the sad thing. Suppose that family didn't submit this evidence. You would think that the police would have already had done a thorough investigation. You didn't see any brake marks. You would have thought the police would have already got the information from the phone, from the car system. So the family have to do the work for you. I think that it's good that the family did bring this information forward, but it's kind of pathetic that the family had that to do when they should not. It's not their job to do that. You know, the police should have did their own thorough investigation. But guys, we are halfway done with this video. If you guys are still here, you guys are my people, period. Okay, so please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and become a sensational sinner. Okay, thank you for the support.
Shortly after the investigation began, police would begin interviewing several of Mackenzie Shirilla's friends, family members, and individuals from the community.
Wow.
This would prove to be very insightful.
Say that crime.
Officers would first bring Tyler, Mackenzie's former boyfriend, in. Unfortunately, his accounts would only serve to deep...
She definitely got a type because he looks like Dom.
Their concerns.
You understand, you're not under arrest.
Yeah.
You walk out anytime you want. We have approximately 10 questions that we wanted to ask you.
Okay.
How long were you guys in a relationship, you and her?
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first. I ended up dating her for a little bit, probably over the summer. I was only dating her for probably a month and a half or 2 months. And then me and Dom, she was
And see, that's what I heard. Now, for me in high school, I was a shy girl. I didn't date, all of that good stuff. But when you look at these shows like All American and these high school shows, the friend groups, the girls literally are being rotated around between the guys. And so he just clearly said that, he dated her, then Dom dated her, and they were all in a friend group. That is so weird to me as an adult seeing that. But that's what they do in high school. The girls are pass arounds, I guess.
She was cheating on us, basically, but it wasn't anything official.
Cheating on us.
It wasn't a hard feeling, with whatever happened. I just kind of was after me and Dom found out about that, we didn't have no problems with each other or nothing, but they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off, because we were all still in the friend group and stuff, so... And then we kind of just stopped being intimate, you know what I'm saying, and we're just friends.
So, describe the relationship. What was she like as your girlfriend?
I don't really have much with her relationship-wise because we didn't date that long, but friend-wise, she was crazy,
She mentally just not all there?
Yeah, I don't think she's just mentally all there. I personally feel like she was trying to kill herself in that crash, and she failed on doing so.
Why did Dom put up with this? Do you know?
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him. She has told people that she's put a spell on him.
Ooh, not her putting spells on him. And my thing is, looking at those text messages, she would beg Dom all the time to pick her up, give her attention. She would beg to go by his house and all of that. See, Mackenzie probably was used to guys being obsessed with her, and Dom was not, and she just didn't know how to take it. But wow, he believes that she wanted to kill herself in that crash as well. So the spell ain't work, because looking at them text messages, Dom did not want to be bothered with Mackenzie 99.8% of the time.
That he couldn't break up with her, that she had grabbed a piece of his hair, and that she had a doll in her room for Dom, and that she had literally put a spell on him. But she would tell everyone.
Wow.
She truly believed in that kind of stuff, and she also uses the pendulum, I know, to try to get answers. She tries to use it now to talk to Dom.
Do you think Mackenzie has it in her to drive a car into a wall?
Crazy.
I mean, if you guys speculate that she did it on purpose, do you think she has it in her?
I feel like if she thinks that she can just drive the car into the wall and not feel nothing, I feel like the only reason she survived is because of how small she is. I feel like she got insanely lucky, but at the same time, not lucky to have survived that, because it's she killed 2 people. That was what she was trying to do, but it's I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
Wow.
By now, a far darker picture of Mackenzie's actions was beginning to take place. This is when 2 friends who had attended the party would come forward to police, claiming they had evidence that, in their view, proved the crash was no accident at all.
I want to show you.
Oh no, explain it.
So this is when they were going down Progress Drive, and then you know how there was
these kids are
tire
smart.
tracks before it, on that side grass. So that's the sign.
That's when it hits the sign.
And then that's where she curved exactly right on.
Gotcha.
Missed those 2 rocks and went right into the sign, the side of it. She went right into that wall.
Right.
No, so you can see the hard braking was right at the wall, and then her high speed
was after the hard braking.
Was 90 miles per hour.
It looks like the person in the front seat tried to turn the wheel. Because
that is so crazy that these kids were doing the investigation. They did say that once they got I don't know, maybe they're gonna say it in the video, but these kids were doing more police work than the police. They should have got paid for this.
the fact they were going to go straight into a wall. And it doesn't say she hard broke once. It was 90 miles per hour down that whole road. And I also think because of Kenzie's and Dominic's history, that they were fighting, I think Davion went on his phone to distract himself from the fighting. Although they were on drugs, they can also still be fighting with being on drugs.
Yeah.
While the statements were deeply concerning, investigators still didn't have enough concrete evidence to determine Mackenzie's intent. Without a documented pattern of behavior, it was still possible the crash had been a drug-induced accident.
Yeah.
But that changed during an interview with Dominic's brother, who provided detectives with crucial information about Dominic and Mackenzie's turbulent relationship.
Yes.
The following video includes talk of self-harm. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right.
You mentioned that anytime Dom would kind of want to break up with her, she kind of would go crazy. Describe crazy, like what kind of crazy?
Like, there is times where she called Dom and said, if you break up with me, I'm going to... Word for word. There was an instance literally a couple days before the crash that she was hitting him on the highway while driving, and he had to pull his car over on the side of the highway, not in a very safe parking spot either, and have somebody else come, pick them up, and drive the car home because he was scared that she was going to make him crash. And that was just prior to the day before the actual crash.
And see, my thing is, okay, when you're dealing with these kids that's young like this, I don't know, maybe sometimes people think that's cute. Maybe Dom thought that was cute. But her trying to hit your car and all of that and telling, I'm going to kill myself. Oh, no, restraining order needs to be in place. I don't know where Dom's parents was. His brother was clearly aware of this behavior. This is crazy to me. She should have never been driving that car.
Apparently, just days before the crash, Mackenzie had threatened Dominic's life, saying she would crash the car they were in. Dominic's brother continued the interview by giving officers a compelling motive for why the crash may have been.
It's okay. All I care about is you trying to end my life and putting it in your hand on the steering wheel and trying to end it. What the heck? Wow.
intentional.
You're going 94 miles an hour. You don't have a very fast car to begin with. You were stomping that gas pretty much that whole entire time. There's no brake marks on the street at all. Even before the hit, you would think that some type of instinct would kick in and slam on the brakes. But to my knowledge, she went straight into it. Off of what I know and off my assumptions, Dom tried to break up with her multiple times, even in July. They kept not working out, whatever. They kept making back up. Kenzie's known to be the kind of person that she's let us know she will never let go of Dom. And if she has to let go of Dom, she will not go on living herself. She's pretty much let that be known.
Wow.
Mackenzie's actions after the crash were also of concern to police.
So she's kind of like the girl, off Obsession, Everyone will die, not knowing the love. She's like Obsession. That's what it looks like. Looking at those text messages, it gives that.
August 6th, only a week after the incident, police would be called to Mackenzie's house by her father. There, he would make concerning statements. While there is no footage of the incident, the officer that was called out would retell the strange incident in an interview.
Sarge, I want to ask you first about August 6th. If you recall, that's the day you guys were dispatched to Mackenzie Shirilla's room. Can you tell me about that day?
So we were dispatched up to the room for a disturbance. Once we arrived up on the room, she was upset with her dad. We asked the dad to step out and we're trying to calm him down, and he's like, you guys probably know who I am. At one point in the conversation, he's like, I feel like my daughter needs a psych evaluation. And he's like, because she's not, thinking clearly and word for word what he said. I don't recall every word that he said. He was pretty hysterical.
That is crazy. So I've seen the dad try to come to his senses. Now this is another one where he said my daughter needs a psych evaluation. And I saw one of the police cams where he said his daughter was dumb. He called her a dumb 18-year-old or something. So it's like he knows what's up. Stop defending her then.
He was pretty upset. She was upset with her dad because she wanted to leave to go to the funerals.
During this interaction, it became clear that Mackenzie was deeply upset with her father. Despite creating a shrine for Dominic, regularly posting on his Facebook memorial page, and wearing his clothes, her father hadn't allowed her to attend Dominic's funeral. It appeared that Mackenzie was truly mourning his death. But around this time, police managed to gain access to her phone. What they uncovered didn't just explain her mysterious source of income, it also hinted at something far more disturbing. After decrypting Mackenzie's phone, investigators discovered several photos of her posing with large sums of cash, despite having no documented job or known source of legitimate income. They also found fake IDs, seemingly intended to help her pass as an adult. But most concerning was a Snapchat conversation dated July 22nd, 2022, in which Mackenzie quoted $1,000 for pictures and $2,500 for an in-person meeting to do, quote, anything you want.
Wow, this is crazy how this girl was. So she would be crazy over Dom, but then be like, baby, this is crazy, this girl. So what is she doing, some type of prostitution?
Taken together, the materials painted a deeply troubling picture. On top of this, her phone revealed numerous examples of reckless driving. Videos showed her speeding, smoking marijuana behind the wheel, recording Snapchats while distracted, crashing during a practice run and laughing about it, letting go of the steering wheel, and even bragging about driving recklessly. But in November,
we stay speeding, don't play with us.
Would discover evidence far beyond any reasonable doubt. After analyzing Mackenzie's phone location data, investigators were able to retrace her movements in the days leading up to the crash. That's when they made a dark discovery.
Yes.
Just days before the incident, Mackenzie had driven down the exact same road 7 times, heading straight towards the same brick wall. She had practiced the route. Officers believed they had gathered enough evidence to prove
this girl is freaking sick.
Mackenzie had planned the murders. On November 4th, 2022, more than 3 months after the incident, officers were dispatched to arrest 18-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla.
Yes.
Where's she? I'm back there, pal. Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been...
She trying to act all innocent. She ain't innocent. She put on that role.
Investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2.
Right.
Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it. You got it.
Girl. Look at her looking right at the camera.
Recording. Mounted. Wi-Fi connected.
What's your first name? Mackenzie. Okay, Mackenzie, I'm gonna take your handcuffs off. I need like all the jewelry and everything from off, okay?
She deserves whatever she get. Of the being all innocent, crying. You ain't been crying on that Snapchat or that TikTok.
No, I need you to take it off while you're in jail right now.
You can't wear any. I can't wear any of it. Oh, do you know? Oh, okay, she about to get a rude awakening. You can't wear any of it. That dog had to say you're in jail.
Mackenzie's parents would soon find out about her arrest and immediately drive to the police station and desperately confront the police. But it would all be too late.
I need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the lawyer. How you guys did this on the weekend is just what you all do is go, hey, there's a warrant for her. We would have brought her right down here with no problem. Unbelievable.
Well, you don't need to bring her down with no problem. They got her already, and they've already spoken to her when they read her rights.
18. So the warrant was issued today, so we had. We made a phone call, and you had your creeper out in front of my yard watching. So, she can't take any. She's an adult. She can't take any phone calls right now.
Right.
Well, I still need to speak to my daughter, so she understands what her. Not say anything to you guys. If he had to roll out the whole mask to pick up an 18-year-old girl who can hardly walk out of a hospital visit, it's just beyond me. So we follow the law. That's what we're doing today. Yeah. Am I going to be able to have a 2-minute conversation with her? You cannot talk to her while she's here. Why doesn't she get a phone call? She arrested her. Why doesn't she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her. As soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call, she will be able to make a phone call.
She's a lawyer. She doesn't have a lawyer.
She is 18 years old and she can speak that.
Yeah, but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18.
Thank you. That's a fact. See, that's what I was talking about. She's a dumb 18-year-old. See? So Daddy knows that something not right about Mackenzie. He knows.
Take advantage of. She's not allowed to speak to you guys. I'm telling you that.
Her attorney can call us.
Don't ask her any questions. She's not allowed to speak to you.
Her parents don't want Mackenzie to talk and demand a lawyer is present. Mackenzie is going to need that lawyer, as she's going to have to face the consequences of her actions in a court of law. She's tried as an adult and decides not to be tried by jury, leaving her fate to a judge. Despite the defense's claims that she lost consciousness, the evidence against her proves this claim was a lie, and the prosecution believes she crashed the car as an easy way out of the relationship.
Yeah. And she definitely was found guilty of those murders. I don't really know. I think it was like, don't make me lie, but I think she had like 13 years that she have to serve back to back for each of those murders, if I'm not mistaken. But she definitely was found guilty, and I'm gonna do a review and a reaction to her sentencing as well. But please do not forget, y'all, to like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a sensational sinner. Tell me y'all thoughts about the Mackenzie Shirilla case. Have you guys seen the documentary, The Crash? What did you guys think about it? Do you guys think that she's guilty? Or do you believe that, you know, maybe she did fall asleep at the wheel? Maybe she does have POTS. Let me know what you guys think. Also, leave down below if you have any other videos you would like to see me react. Leave that down below in the comments, or my contact information is in the description. You can send that to me that way via my Instagram or email. But until next time, you guys stay out of trouble, and please do not forget, pour me some wine. I'm watching true crime. Bye, y'all.